Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, March 23rd. I'm Gina Barti.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, as the investigation continues into the deadly attacks at the airport and metro station in Brussels, one person was arrested and later released. Authorities are still trying to find a suspect. They say that the two brothers involved blew themselves up as part of the attack. As all concern at transportation systems here in the U.S., we start off our team coverage with Denise Douglas at BWI Airport.
I want to give you an idea of exactly what we're seeing here today at BWI Airport. Take a look behind me at the ticket counters. You can see the passengers are checking in and moving about as normal from here, many obviously heading to their gates. In terms of security, we have seen several police, and their presence is very much evident here at the airport today. The airport, in fact, issuing a statement, and we're going to pop that up for you so that you can see it there, saying that there is no specific threat against their facility. However, they are working closely with federal agencies to ensure passenger safety. That statement goes on to say that they are always operating on a high level of security and vigilance. There are measures in place, in fact, that people will see and some that they will not see. Now, we figured we'd talk specifically with passengers about how they are feeling in light of the bombing attacks at the airport and metro station in Brussels, and here is what they had to say.
Obviously, it's a problem. It's an issue that we continue to face, and I think we're going to continue to face it for quite a long time. I think it's a war of ideas, so that's not a war you win easily.
And in terms of how you feel traveling here today, what are your thoughts on that part?
I don't have any worries.
We feel safe. We feel that the airlines are doing everything they can, so we're not worried.
In terms of getting on the plane, any shaky feelings or?
Nope, not a bit.
I feel horrible. I've been to Brussels. I've had happy times in Brussels. My heart just goes out to those people who lost loved ones, and especially at this time of the year, they are my prayers.
As you know, unfortunately, 31 people were killed and 271 injured in the Brussels attacks. The investigation is continuing with authorities doing a number of things to try to answer questions about the incident, including talking to witnesses. I'm Denise Douglas, CTV News.
The Brussels bombings have been tied to the same network behind the Paris attacks last year. According to the reports, the brothers involved were known to police for dealings in organized crime, but not terrorism.
Meantime, security has increased at transit stations throughout the metro area, including Union Station. Amtrak is partnering with local, state, and federal law enforcement to gather and share intelligence. Latifa Majed has more.
I'm actually on the train now heading to Union Station. I didn't see any security at Largo Metro Station, but according to Amtrak, that will change once we get to Union. As soon as you step into Union Station, you can't help but notice the strong police presence, measures that were put in place after the deadly terrorist attack in Brussels. Kelly Carter was boarding a bus in North Carolina to head to the district when she heard about the attack.
A little worried, kind of concerned. I heard that the security level had been lifted here, so have not felt any nervousness or anything since I've been here, which has been great.
Amtrak has also deployed extra officers and bomb-sniffing dogs on all trains and along tracks. Brian Farrell, who works for the Department of Homeland Security, says that his office is doing everything it can to protect the United States.
I think what the department does is just try to continue to talk to people, try to put information out there so people can understand what the department is doing and that they're doing everything they can to keep people safe, plus continue to be involved in discussions with, other departments and other European countries to make sure we're doing everything to keep us safe.
And I spoke with somebody that works for Amtrak that told me they don't know how long their security will stay in a heightened state, but they are asking all of their customers to be proactive. And if they see anything suspicious, for them to call that number below. That's 1-800-331-0008. In Union Station, I'm Latifa Majid, CTV News.
Amtrak has also reminded its employees to report any suspicious activity and undetected items.
The latest from Annapolis, a sweeping bill that aims to reduce prison populations in order to save money for crime prevention and drug treatment, will move forward after concerns were raised over committee amendments. The Senate will take a final vote on the Justice Reinvestment Act on Thursday. Locally, a proposal to secure several years of funding for a new Prince George's Hospital passes both chambers. The bill requires the governor to allocate money from fiscal 2018 through fiscal 2021. County Delegation Vice Chair Geraldine Valentino-Smith says funding for the project was a priority.
On behalf of the legislature, to assure, given the misunderstandings that we have had with the executive branch on whether the funding will be coming, to ensure that now, by statute, the funding is available, because access to quality health care for the citizens of Prince George's County has been a priority. And realizing that is through the building of the new hospital. And that now is...
Meantime, the House passes its version of the state budget. Members voted 133-5 in favor of the $42 billion budget submitted by Governor Hogan and revised by a House committee. The spending plan now goes to a conference committee where the two chambers will work out differences between their two versions.
Well, the Pepco-Exelon merger gets the green light. The $6.8 billion plan was approved today by the D.C. Public Service Commission. The deal was rejected just a few weeks ago, but commissioners changed course and gave their approval in a 2-to-1 vote. The merger was previously approved by regulators in Maryland and 3 other states.
And you're watching CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Gina Bartique.